So what was the thing that I wanted to talk about? Yeah. What if I make you 100 times confident at a snap of a finger and you can access the flow where there is no fear, no doubt. Like literally your mind is so damn clear that you can achieve anything and everything you put your mind to. What if I can help you achieve that flow? Well, that's the flow I'm actually operating right now. Few days ago, I wouldn't even say few days ago, it's probably a week now, and it was 3 a.m. in the midnight, like 3:11 something, and I was not able to sleep for some reason. There was a question that has been running in my mind day in, day out that day. I didn't know what exactly happened that day, but that question was not leaving my head. And the question was simple. I knew I'm meant for something more than what I am doing right now. I knew I can do a lot of things because my life is an evidence that I have built things that most people just dream about. Going from nothing to being able to actually build a global business, to be able to build this house right now, 4-story by the age of 19, being able to fund my younger sibling's dream, my mom's dream, helping people around the world achieve freedom and all those things. I have done things that people just dream about, and I wasn't even taking things so seriously. I don't know why. And that night, that day, that thing was just not letting me go bed, and I don't know why. So I looked at the screen and I saw the time was 3:15 something by that time, and I asked God, like, God, what now? How do I go about things? Like, I don't know what exactly you're trying to teach me or you're trying to tell me, but I don't know. Just give me a clear answer. And he spoke to me. He said, my warrior, if you knew you will never fail, how far would you go? How far would you go if you know you will never fail? Exactly, that's what he said. How far will you go if you will, how far would you go if you knew you will never fail? He asked me, how far would you go if you knew it all gonna work out? I didn't have answer. And I didn't sleep that night. Like, I remember awake till 5 in the morning, just sitting with that one question. And the next thing that I remember, I started posting 5 to 8 times on Instagram every single day. I started gaining tons of engagement, started posting signals. Not what should I post, not what should I pretend, not what should I do, this and that. Just becoming so clear on what I need to do in my life, in things, that everything just started flowing. You know, the best analogy I can give you for this is like becoming so clear, so aligned with your conscious, subconscious, and nervous system that you become an antenna. You know what an antenna does? It receives signals, right? It receives signals from no matter how far away you send the signal from. Like, how do we use radio, right? That's the exact same thing. It receives signals. How do we have calls? It receives signals. How do we have message? Probably it's through servers or whatever the case. But if the antenna is working so well, it receives signals so fast, like absolute flow. And if something is wrong, it probably don't, right? And I remember that one thing from the beginning, but I never really paid attention to. But this time, after this conversation, I became this clear antenna, ideas flowing. I'm working till 4 a.m. in the night, literally posting 7 to 8 times a day. I claimed my throne, the best in the world at opening, I wouldn't say an opening, liberating human minds, shaping realities, changing realities, or shifting realities, whatever you want to call it, and making impossible inevitable. My clients started having linear growth within days. You wouldn't believe, like within days, I started having massive success, not only on my life personally, but everyone that was around me. I started getting leads, I started getting follows, I started getting engagement, I started actually putting things out there like pure signals. No doubt, no fear, no second thought. It's just like, I want this, give it to me, and I receive it and I continue moving fast. It's like I'm playing tennis in absolute flow, no thought in my mind. Imagine accessing a flow where there is no thought, no hesitation, no, like, if you don't even have thought, like how can you even overthink? How can you even doubt? Like when you are in the tennis game, you are just responding to whatever ball coming in your, you can't plan every shot over there, you can't plan every single thing. And the biggest thing that I realized, nothing is on control often. All what we have control on is how we react to things, right? That's the stoic philosophy we have been listening for years, but how many of us actually implement it? So this was just a quick story. Okay, now let's talk to confidence, right? Because we just hear this word confidence, but it has a whole different story behind it, and it has so many things that you need to build one upon another in order to actually get to a place where you become a clear antenna. You receive signals, you transmit signal, people start finding you, opportunities start finding you, resources start finding you, love start finding you, everything just work like flow. Right now I don't have to plan anything, you just see me, I'm coming and I'm starting talking. I don't even care what words coming out of my mouth. I don't even care like how I'm looking. I don't care about my background. All I care about is that I want this message to be sent to world. If I have a gift and that gift is so beautiful, that's so mesmerizing, like every breathing moment of it makes you feel like where this thing has been in my whole life. And when you have that thing, you genuinely wants to give it to others. That's what abundance is, right? Abundance creates abundance, fear creates fear, scarcity creates scarcity. And if I have stepped into abundance, not through finances, probably I have made a lot of money in my life, but at this point, I'm not where I was earlier, but I'm heading towards where I always wanted to be. And money is just a reflection, it's just a scoreboard that shows you how good you play in your life. So that's another theory, we'll talk about it some other day. But the point is that what that gift is, I would say, like the flow state, yeah, right? The confidence is just a one word, but it has so many things that you don't even know that needs to go one upon another, one upon another, one upon another. And I have so many theses about confidence because for years I have been just learning to work on self-image, your identity, your behaviors, your patterns, your habit, your subconscious mind, like basically neuroscience and all those things. And in that, I have come up with many theses, but the only thesis that I'm going to tell you today is something that I believe is the best thesis. I believe is the best thing actually. Recently, I have been watching this athlete who is coming a lot on my Instagram feed, and that athlete says that how she go about anything in her life so confidently. It's not because she, have all these privileges or whatever the case. She says, every single day when I was training for decades, I knew that I'm there on a field and people are not, and I belongs to this arena, I belongs to this game, I belongs to this success. It's like she has built evidences after evidences that proves that she always follows through her word. And I made a comment, and that comment is getting like 40 plus likes right now. Every single day I'm like, getting my notifications, and that one comment is getting liked over and over. And what I talked about in that comment is that your brain operates on patterns, and all what you have as a evidence is that you follow through your words, life becomes effortless. You go about that new thing without hesitation. You talk about that one goal that you have in your mind and you follow through it, because all what you have as an evidence, your brain has an evidence, your nervous system has an evidence that you follow through your words, you follow through your things, and you go about things and you get everything you ever wanted in your life. And when you have that kind of neural pathways in your subconscious, what happens? You move rapidly, success becomes effortless, life becomes a play, and you don't really has to do anything about things. So today, I don't know what exactly I'm going to speak about in this video, but I just wanted to come and yap about things. And I genuinely tell you that if you just made it till the end, it will surely change your life, because it has changed my life, and I believe it can, because I have helped a lot of people during this time frame. So where should I start? Let's start where I go about this comment, right? Flow state is a different thing, confidence is a different thing. If we are talking about confidence today, let's just talk about confidence today. So, as I said, even on that comment, your brain operates on evidences of what you are. For an example, people have evidences that they never keep their promises. People have evidences that they are insecure. People have evidences that they get judged when they talk about their goals and dreams and they go about those stuff. They have evidences that they fail every single time. And you take everything so seriously, like you attach your value to an outcome, that when it doesn't go as per the plan, you start to scream, you start to actually go crazy about it, and you start to find yourself in a situation where you are disappointed about things, and because of that you no longer wants to work. For an example, the example I gave over here on my one of my calls was that a tree that has been cut from half can grow because its roots are still in there, but if a tree has been literally thrown out with roots, it will never grow again. Do you know what that means? It's like, I don't know if I said it well or not, because English is probably not my first language, but the whole analogy behind is that if you are literally putting all your value, your self-worth, and all those things on external factors like success, growth, money, others validation, fame, any given moment you will see that thing going backwards, you will start finding yourself going down. For an example, I can give you a real life study about it. So right now I'm talking the way I was always talking, before the money, after the money. Same me, same way of conversation, same way of leading, same way of everything. It's just my business is not that I used to have. It's just that I'm building a new thing. I wouldn't even say building a new thing, it's emerging from the very moment when I decided to go about it, and it's uncovering every single day. I wouldn't even say building, it's like pieces coming together and I'm just arranging them, right? It's not even building. Now, people often come to me and ask me like, bro, how can you be so confident? And I say like, this is who I was earlier and this is who I am today. My value is not judged by the sand castle that I built. It's not judged by that. I don't really put my confidence or my self-image or my belief onto external factors like how many supercars I own, how many achievements I have, or whatever the case. My self-worth and my self-image is just simple as that I'm human, I exist, and I have the same right as everyone else to go about my dreams, to go about my goals, to go about every single thing I want in my life, health, wealth, relationship, every single thing. And when that's the only thing that I care about, and that's the only thing that when I believe, other things are just a reflection of what I believe. Reality doesn't work in a way where it goes different and you goes different. No, it just responds to you as per who you are. So for an example, if I say I'm the best in the world, and that's like a deep inner knowing of me, my future self is just more amplified version of what I believe today, not what he is in upcoming years. That thing gonna literally create ripple effect, that everything that happens around the world, around me, around every action that I do, every cause that I make turns into an effect, and that effect reinforces that same belief that I am this best. Every evidence that I get from my client proves me every single time that I'm the best in the world at transforming. Like few days ago, a client got her viral account banned, and then we get on a call. I help her actually see the problem, see the root cause of it, help her detach from the outcome, help her actually let go of the attachment that she had and the value, like self-worth, with the amount of followers she was getting, the virality she was getting. The moment she did that, the next day her account got banned back. I mean, sir, she got literally so happy. She called me 2 times last night that, hey, Meet, I have got my account back. I didn't know it was,